Honorable Elijah Muhammad started learning and teaching of this great wheel called the Mother Plane around 1932. 10 years later, in 1942, after the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, the temple, as it was called at that time, was raided by law enforcement officials under the guidance of the FBI. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad's home was also raided, and the teachings that Master Farad Muhammad had left with him were taken from the home and the temple. Later, he was questioned by the FBI on the drawing of the wheel and his writing about it that they had taken from the temple, and he explained to the government of the United States and to the FBI its aim and purpose, who made it, and why it is now above America. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it was a masterpiece of mechanics and engineering, and that nothing like this has ever been seen before. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it is the greatest military weapon ever developed in the annals of the history of Allah, God, and man in this universe. He said that the vision of this wheel was seen thousands of years before it came into being or became a reality. He said that this weapon was made for the purpose of destroying this present world in the final battle with the forces of evil that had ruled our present world. Some of the prophets were given the ability to envision it and were terrified and overcome by the majesty of such a dreadful weapon that was the greatest mechanical object ever made. A masterpiece developed by the master to assert his mastery, that he had come to set down the tyrants that had ruled humanity for 6,000 years, and to set justice in the earth, and to set up a kingdom of peace on this earth that would never be destroyed. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that this great wheel was made for military purposes, for it was to engage in the great battle in the sky that would end this world and usher in that world that the prophets exclaimed would come at the end of the 6,000-year rule of the enemy of Allah, God, and the enemy of the aboriginal people of the earth.
This is Dabu 7. It's been a while since we've took a deep dive out in space and looked at things floating around out there that raise some questions. Now we have a massive object that is making its way through the stereo ahead HI2. I'm going to hit start and you're going to see this. Ladies and gentlemen, I've covered a lot of stuff throughout all the years. Things by the sun, broad daylight, off of satellite imagery. I've never witnessed an object of this size making its way through space, caught on the cam, and it seems like when they pick this up right around frame 160, they cut it out. You're going to see it makes it right out here, right out to back here, and then they're going to cut it. This is Earth. That is Earth right there, Terra. See? Gone. They clip it.